Second shoe review, Asics NOVABLAST 3. Let's go! Guys, my name is Sam. Welcome to the channel. Now, if you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And also at the end of the video, if you really like the video, hitting that like button as well as sharing with your friends. And just comment and say hello. I'd love to hear from you guys. The shoe that we're going to be talking about today is probably one of the most talked about shoes in a latter half of 2022. Asics NOVABLAST 3. This shoe had a fantastic midsole. Now, the first and the second iteration of this shoe had Flight Foam Blast, whereas now it has Flight Foam Blast Plus. And again, the midsole is just so comfortable and just it feels really nice. And that's something that I'll be definitely talking about in today's review. Now, I've put on 150 miles in these shoes, so I'm so excited to share my thoughts with you. And I want to take today's review a little bit differently. I know a lot of shoe reviews are sort of separated into pros, cons, and also sort of spec and how they felt like this shoe acted or was in their shoe rotation. For me, I found the perfect quote to describe this shoe, and I want to use that quote to sort of segment my my review today. And that quote is, "Jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than master of one." Now, I'm sure you guys have heard the jack of all trades part, and a lot of people use that as part of their lingo, so to speak. But I'm sure not all of you have heard the next part that comes after, which is master of none, and also the next part to that, which is that oftentimes better than master of one. So I want to divide today's review into three chunks, as the quote is divided into three parts: jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than master of one. Should be interesting. Now let's focus on the first part of the quote, jack of all trades. And for a daily trainer, which this is marketed as by Asics, that's a great thing. Obviously, for the main workhorse in your shoe rotation, you want it to do a lot of things and you want it to be versatile for the days that you can't really bring other shoes or when you're traveling and stuff like that. Now, first part of the quote, jack of all trades. This shoe is definitely marketed as a daily trainer by Asics. And being jack of all trades, that's a great thing for a daily trainer. That means that it can do a lot of different things really well. And for people who don't really want a full shoe rotation, this is a great economical choice to make if they just want one shoe to do everything. The midsole is soft and comfortable, so for your long runs, you can definitely take these out for. These are also quite responsive and can take some good paces, so you can definitely take them out for a tempo run if you want. These are also good for any races, so you can take them out for a long, like a half marathon or even marathons. The last marathon I ran, Philly Marathon, I saw a lot of these. So you can do that and your legs will thank you afterwards. So like I said, it's jack of all trades. You can do a lot with this, and it's just great. Even the upper isn't too stripped down, so just for those daily miles and for you to sort of wear them comfortably, these are great. But also at the same time, they're not bulky, they're not heavy. So again, if you want to take them out for a little faster runs, these are also great for that too. So you get the point. It's jack of all trades. You can do a lot of things with it. Awesome. The weight is not too bad either, so it's only 8.9 ounces for men's US 9, which is around 253 grams, I think. So it's versatile in that sense too. It's not too heavy, not too light. It's just right in that ballpark. Now then, let's shift our focus into the second part of the quote, master of none. Now for me, this is where this shoe falls short. Is that everything that I said about jack of all trades, for people who are fortunate enough to have a shoe rotation and for their training, like myself, I don't, it's not really great at one thing, that I have different shoes that I can take out for a better experience. For example, when I'm doing an interval session or a little faster session, I could either take out my race day shoe or even just my speed day. This is Saucony Speed 2. If you have the 3s, you can even take them out. It will be a lot more responsive, a lot more fun. You can take out the Puma Deviate Nitro 2s. You can even take out the Hoka Mach 5s for the faster sessions, and those will do a lot better job than this. And if you want to go on a long run, you can take out your Invincibles, your more V4s. Those will be a lot more forgiving on your legs than these do. If you are looking to get something to run a fast 10K in, you can go with Takumi Sen 9 or the Streak Flies. You get what I'm saying, right? It's master of none. Therefore, if you do have resource to other shoes, you always do have better choices to make than these. And that's not to say the shoe is bad. It's just that there are many other shoes that are focused on one thing specifically. That is a really good choice for me to take these out for a tempo day run when I have speed. That's where it falls short for me a little bit. So for example, a couple days ago I took them out for a 10-mile run, a long run, and I don't know, by the end of it, it just kind of felt a little bit general. It just kind of felt like, oh, okay, like it's okay, it's good, it does its job, but that's it. It just felt like there was a slab of midsole, and it was that. It didn't really have different technologies or different things or plate or whatever to really help me to propel when I'm tired. That would be one example that I could give. Faster paces too. A couple weeks ago, I remember taking these out for a tempo day run, and I had to hit some faster paces that I'm used to, and it just felt like this wasn't giving me the edge. Which the week after that, I took out my Speed 2s. And it felt so easy. I actually went faster than what it was telling me to do. So, it's master of none, for sure. Now let's shift our focus to the last part of the quote, which is oftentimes better than master of one. And I think we just have to kind of focus on a little bit of that philosophical way of thinking about our choices and our shoe rotation and sort of our shoe collection. Do we need all these shoes? And if so, when do we need all these shoes? And if this can do a lot of the good things well, there is a definitely benefit to this, right? So if you're a type of person that is just looking for a one shoe to last 400 or 500 miles, and you want to feel really great running, and you want to look good too. I mean, it looks great too. And you want to feel great, you want your recoveries to be fast, then these are definitely shoes to go for. I mean, if you're that type of person, it's an amazing choice. I would say it's one of the top choices that you can make right now, even with the new shoes dropping in 2023. I still think that as a sort of all-rounder shoe, you can't find any shoes that's better than this guy right now. But if you're the type of person that wants to sort of hone down in your running life and also in your running time, you want to do harder sessions, you want to really push yourselves to the limit, then you're looking at building a shoe rotation that will work specifically to your own workouts. That's where then this shoe becomes a little bit of secondary. You can definitely find little faster shoes for your faster tempo days. You can definitely find some little bit more comfortable shoes for your recovery days. You can find faster shoes for your race days. Blah, blah, blah. All those things. If you're type of person that wants to push yourself, it's time to overlook this and look into a little bit more detailed lenses in your shoe finding and your shoe collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and sort of found this approach interesting. It's a really interesting shoe, and it's a shoe that I really love. I mean, yeah, love enough for me to take it for 150 miles so far. So I'm gonna keep running in these definitely whenever I'm traveling or whenever I just need to take one shoe. This will be definitely be in my luggage bag. And I think the quote that we talked about is definitely a pinnacle quote for it being a great daily trainer. Jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than master of one. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you guys.